I am Erika Barreto and we will be discussing the analysis of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. The headmaster of Hogwarts, a boarding school for pupils interested in witchcraft and wizardry, invites Harry Potter, the book's protagonist and main character, to enroll there at the age of 11. In the end, he learns that a weak wizard and his minions are on the hunt for the Sorcerer's Stone, so that the wizard might become immortal and unstoppable. Harry decides to go it alone before the wizard can get to the Sorcerer's Stone, but his loyal companions, Hermione and Ron, won't let him. Many of the events in this book are out of this world, such when Harry Potter is told to catch a golden ball while riding his broom. There was a scary moment when Harry Potter decided to stand on his broomstick to reach for the ball. But he fell off. He throws the golden ball and his team catches it and scores the winning goal. This novel is the first of the seven famous Harry Potter books by J.K. Rowling. Joanne Rowling, better known by her pen name, J.K. Rowling, was born in the United Kingdom on July 31, 1965. During the year 1997 to 2007, she penned and released seven volumes of Harry Potter, a fantasy series for kids. Over 500 million copies of the books in the series have been sold and they have been translated into at least 70 languages and turned into a worldwide film and video game franchise. Her debut novel for older readers, The Casual Vacancy, was published in 2012. Under the pen name Robert Galbraith, she was written the popular crime fiction series starring Detective Cormoran Strike. And here is the summary of the Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone teaches its reader the importance of humility by making its hero. Harry, a model of modesty and making it a key factor in his quest to obtain the Sorcerer's Stone, Harry's 10 years of suffering at the hands of the harsh and inattentive Dursleys surely taught him humility. Harry never loses his humble attitude, despite his sudden ancient to fame, money, and popularity of Hogwarts. He doesn't feel the need to frame and pose now that he knows everyone on the train to Hogwarts knows his name. Instead, he hopes to live up to his reputation. In sharp contrast, Draco Malfoy cares more about maintaining the family name than he does about his own career. The necessity of affection from family and friends is central to the Sorcerer's Stone. Alongside humility, Lily and James love Harry very much, but they pass away when he is young, leaving him in the care of his Muggle Aunt Petunia and Uncle Vernon, who are cruel to him.
Now we are going to discuss the main characters inside Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. So the first one is of course Harry Potter. He is the protagonist of the story, who is gradually transformed from timid weakling to a powerful hero by the end. And the second one, we have Hermione Granger, one of Harry's friends. Initially an annoying goody two-shoes who studies too much and obeys the school and all the rules, Hermione eventually becomes friendly with Harry after she learns to value friendship over perfectionism and obedience. And next we have, of course, Ron Weasley, the three friends inside the Harry Potter and Sorcerer's Stone. The last one is Ron Weasley, a shy, modest boy who comes from impoverished wizard family. Ron is Harry's first friend at Hogwarts, and then became close. He lacks Harry's gusto and charisma, but his loyalty and help are useful to Harry throughout the story. And then we have the important character, which is Albus Dumbledore, the kind and wise head of Hogwarts. He appears to have an almost superhuman level of wisdom, knowledge, and personal understanding. And then we have, of course, the villain, Voldemort, a great wizard gone bad. When he killed Harry's parents, Voldemort gave Harry a lightning shaped scar. And the last one, we have Draco Malfoy, an arrogant student and Harry's nemesis. Malfoy, whose name translates roughly to Dragon of Bad Fate, is a rich snob from a long line of wizards who feels entitled to the Hogwarts experience. Now we're going to discuss the literary criticism about the Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. And for this part, we are going to use the mythological perspective. And if we're going to use the mythological perspective, we are going to focus on the archetypes that can be found inside the literary piece. Now, we are going to discuss the archetypal conflict, the conflicts that are reoccurring inside the literary piece. So the first one that can be found inside the piece is the archetypal conflict of strong versus weak. It's when Harry was still learning about things in Hogwarts, making him a weak person against the strong and well-minded students inside the Hogwarts. So as we can see, the strong is the other students who are already familiar with the witchcraft. And Harry is the weak one because he is still new when it comes to wizards. And the next one, we have the dreams versus reality type of archetypal conflict. It's the life of Harry before he knew he is a wizard, which is the reality that before he was just a normal person. And then the dream is that he was actually a wizard. It's when Hogwarts comes to his life. And now, we are going to discuss the archetypal characters, the reoccurring characters that are happening inside the literary piece. The first one is the hero. It's the most obvious one. So the hero inside the literary piece is of course Harry because he is the antagonist, rather the protagonist. Because Harry is the main character of the story. And besides that, he saves anyone and solves any problems that arise in the story. So he is the hero. And then we have the innocent. It's Hermione Granger because she always follows the rules and is innocent when it comes to danger or any troubles. So Hermione Granger is the innocent. And then we have the bully. It's Draco Malfoy. Why? Because he always makes fun of Harry and his friends. So we know what a bully is. So the bully is Draco Malfoy. And the next one we have the sage. The sage is actually Albus Dumbledore. Why? Because he is a wise man that always gives a great lesson. And then we have the explorer. The explorer inside the story is actually Ron Weasley because he's brave and always ready to push the boundaries. And then the last one we have the villain. And of course, the villain in the Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone is Voldemort because he's greedy for power and does everything to stop anyone who will hinder his evil plans. So as we can see, we can find a lot of archetypal characters inside the Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Now we are going to find the archetypal situations. It's the recurring situations that are happening inside the Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. So the first one is that we can find the reoccurring situation of battle of good and evil. So it's the battle between Harry, which is the good, and Voldemort, which is the bad. And then we have the hero's journey, when Harry confronts trials as he learns how to be a true wizard. Because the archetypal situation of the hero's journey, it's when the hero is facing obstacles before he actually succeeds in his adventure. And then we have the magic weapon. It's an archetypal situation, and it's when the ones that are all used in Hogwarts. So the magical weapon in the Harry Potter is the wands. And the last one, we have the task. It's the archetypal situation, the task. It's when Harry and his friends quest for the Sorcerer's Stone. So the task is an archetypal situation that's when the main characters are going to face a lot of troubles before they fulfill the task that was given to them or that was destined to them. Now we are going to discuss the archetypal symbols. It's the occurring symbols that are happening inside the story. So the first one that we can find inside the Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone is the Mirror of Eris. Harry's encounter with the Mirror of Eris symbolizes his growing self-awareness, as the magic mirror forces him to look within himself and face the question of what he really wants. So the first symbol that can be found inside the Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone is the Mirror of Eris. It's the symbolism of Harry's growing self-awareness. And then we have the Sorcerer's Stone itself. Being an extremely valuable magical artifact, the stone can create the elixir of life, which would make its drinker immortal. So this symbolizes absolute power and demonstrates Lord Voldemort's drive to attain dominion over others with this power. So the Sorcerer's Stone symbolizes the absolute power and demonstrates Lord Voldemort's drive to attain power over everyone. Now we are going to discuss Harry's scar. So Harry's scar symbolizes the emblem of having survived a great battle and of being destined to wage still more battles in the future. So Harry's scar symbolizes the battles that he will won or he had won. And also, it symbolizes Harry's emotional sensitivity. For example, it hurts whenever hatred is directed at him. It's when Snape persists him at Hogwarts or when Quirrell tries to grab him. So Harry's scar symbolizes an emblem of victory, of any battle that will won by Harry, and the emotional sensitivity of Harry Potter. And the last one is the symbolism of Quidditch. Quidditch is an entertainment or a game that is being played inside the Hogwarts. So Quidditch is an entertainment, but the game is also a symbol of deeper virtues taught at Hogwarts. The all-consuming importance of Quidditch at the school shows that magic is not just a bookish pursuit, but has a physical and practical application as well. So as we can see, there are 4 archetypal symbols that can be found inside the Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Now, we are going to discuss the writing style of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. The first one is that Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone is written with simple language and it's easy to follow, especially as it is fitting for a children's book. So Harry Potter is initially a children's book. Since the story contains a clean narrative, not having any sexual urges like other coming of age stories, it's just pure magical and imaginative. The next one, the writing style is primarily narrated by a detached third person, observer close to the action but not involved in it. So the point of view of the narrator is observer close to the action but not involved in it. The narrator who knows everything about all the characters but generally stays close at Harry Potter's point of view. And the last one, the writing style of the Harry Potter is that the tone of the novel is straightforward and simple, with few purely decorative elements or artistic features through figurative languages. When it comes to using figurative languages, Rowling employs metaphors extensively. Even her personifications and similes are striking. This passage shows how she has turned a hat into a personification. Some other literary devices, such as dialogues, punctuations, exclamations, supernatural elements, and other devices, make this personification striking and impactful. So these are one of the reasons why Harry Potter is a best-selling novel and why it is loved by many. Because of the unique, imaginative, and creative writing style of J.K. Rowling. I am Joy Marie Avanes, and this is the end of our book analysis regarding Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.